It's not just about training. It's not just about competing. It's about inspiring greatness in athletes, in coaches, in people. Special Olympics New Jersey. Inspire greatness.
Wasn't much I had to know. Oh, oh. But now I'm testing my discretion. The map is empty, asking where I want to go. Oh, oh. This is my
The year was 1962, and a small gathering of 35 children with mental and physical challenges in Eunice Kennedy Shriver's backyard was about to change the world.
People say to me, did I ever think it would grow from the beginnings as it has grown? And I must say I didn't really. I think probably one of the reasons that it does grow is the spirit in Special Olympics, which makes it possible, therefore, for us to appeal to countries all over the world.
By 1968, Special Olympics was ready to hold its first international summer games at Soldier Field in Chicago, with 1,000 athletes from 26 states competing.
In ancient Rome, the gladiators went into the arena with these words on their lips: "Let me win, but if I cannot win, let me be brave in the attempt."
Just 2 years after attending these first international games, New Jersey became one of the original group that joined the Special Olympics family in 1970. In the early years, there were approximately 250 athletes competing from throughout the state. What a contrast today, some 40 years later. Today, more than 18,000 athletes compete year-round. They march into packed stadiums for opening ceremonies, compete in front of cheering family, friends, and teammates, win medals, and reach goals they could not have dreamed of before. And all because 35 kids came to play behind the Kennedy's house so many years ago. Who could have imagined that what was then called Camp Shriver in the 1960s would become a worldwide phenomenon known as Special Olympics, which today has grown to over 2.5 million athletes in over 180 countries. This is a look back at the 40-year legacy of Special Olympics New Jersey, a revealing look at a proud past and a promising future. From its inception, the backbone of the Special Olympics New Jersey program has been volunteers. from the coaches to the officials, from the medical staff to the cooks, the stories of individuals turning a one-time visit into a lifetime passion are commonplace.
It's the most rewarding thing I've ever done in my life.
I think a lot of people don't realize just what Special Olympics is all about. And it's just, you just do it. You just do it.
Now, I'm going to say, runners, take your mark, set, and you're going to hear this gun. And when you hear this gun, you shoot out of here and get as fast as you can. Ready? All right. My involvement here is my first. This is my absolute first. And I finally, from the blessing of the Lord, have found something where I can give back. And that's really what this is about.
The volunteers who play the most critical role to the success of our athletes are the coaches. They become friends, teachers, and role models, demonstrating the same commitment and knowledge of sport exhibited by coaches on any community, high school, or college playing field.
So we need 2 goals, okay? Let's get one at a time. That was a great hustle there. That was a great play, right?
Nice try, Jim. That's okay.
Your serves are looking a lot better. Matt, use those muscles.
Stewart's here, Sean's here, Jeff's here. Mike, you're down in this spot now, okay?
Let's get the ball to the big man. Michael Bobby, where are you going to shoot? On your backboard. Underneath the goal.
As a rule, our coaches are a study in patience, dedication, and often good humor. All a good foundation for a competition where sometimes reaching the starting line rather than the finish line is a measure of victory. Our coaching stories include Tom Hazard. Hearing impaired since infancy, he brings a unique first-person perspective to coaching athletes facing various levels of disability. He has been a Special Olympics coach for over 30 years.
You don't think about anything.
Okay.
You focus, all right?
Okay.
We're going after your state record right now. It's going to go down. You hear me? Just pay attention to me.
Powerlifting coach Tony Tierno is one of the most motivational and animated personalities Special Olympics New Jersey has ever seen. His no-nonsense approach towards training and his reach to be the best attitude enabled many New Jersey athletes to excel in the sport of powerlifting on the state, national, and international levels.
All right, that's the way to do it. Okay, all right. Good job, good job.
What Tony brings in energy, Betty Simonez brings in longevity. You see, she has been coaching both track and aquatics since the program's inception 4 decades ago. Initially getting involved when her daughter Colleen became a Special Olympics athlete at the age of 8, Betty still coaches today, well into her 80s. But of all the volunteer stories written at Special Olympics, perhaps the most unique is law enforcement. They come by the hundreds year-round and offer an unconditional dedication that seems to have no limitations. The law enforcement torch run for Special Olympics New Jersey is one of the most successful in the world, raising over $2 million annually. But the officers' involvement only begins with fundraising. The Port Authority Police Department of New York and New Jersey, together with local and state law enforcement agencies, are the foundation of the torch run. But what began as a fundraiser some 25 years ago has become something much more personal. They have become a fixture at all Special Olympics events, and as a result, have a remarkably close relationship with the athletes and their families.
You know, this little girl, I gave her the gold medal, you know, and she reaches out and she hugs me, and then she gives me the I love you, and I turn around and I got like this tear in my eye, and the guy I was with, Ralph Carnival, he said, "That's why you come." And ever since then, I've been here.
It's incredible to me to see the hard work and dedication, not only of the members of the torch run, but most especially why we're here in the first place is all the Special Olympics athletes.
It binds all the officers together. I mean, we always seem to deal with people at their worst, and you have the ability now to see the people at their best.
And once they're hooked, you're hooked for life.
It's a very rewarding, emotional labor of love.
We have something that has happened here at the World Trade Center. We noticed flame and an awful lot of smoke from one of the towers of the World Trade Center. My heavens, this is just happened.
September 11th, 2001. We all remember where we were, what we were doing. It was the day that changed the world forever. For Special Olympics New Jersey athletes and their families, those planes not only hit the towers, but hit close to home. As the shock and smoke began to clear, we faced the horrific reality that among the thousands of 9/11 victims were hundreds of men and women from nearly every branch of law enforcement, including 37 Port Authority police officers, many members of the Special Olympics family.
This year's torch run is dedicated to the 37 officers of the Port Authority Police Department who paid the ultimate sacrifice on 9/11/01.
In the days, weeks, and months that followed, a miracle seemed to emerge from the ashes. Somehow, the surviving officers and volunteers from every branch of law enforcement from throughout the state began focusing on the program once again, channeling their pain towards what has been their passion for decades. And slowly, they began to run again. Step by step, mile after mile, the law enforcement community began to get their legs under them once again. And by the time they marched into the 2002 Special Olympics New Jersey Summer Games, now just 9 months removed from 9/11, they represented something much more than a volunteer. They represented hope that we could face and overcome adversity. They symbolized hope that there would be a brighter day. And what better audience to share that message with?
There was a lot of grief. There was a lot of people hurt. No one was untouched by this event. They knew someone, they were related to someone, and we needed to go back to what we do best, and that is get all the officers back together and do something for the people who died at the World Trade Center. And that's what I did. I asked them to do something for all the officers we lost. They got together, and they had one of the best years in the history of torture.
Over the past 4 decades, athletes with intellectual disabilities have been faced with discrimination, skepticism, and limited expectations on the playing field. And with every 250-pound bench press, every game-winning basket, every personal best in the alpine slalom or 200-meter run, our athletes redefine the meaning of accomplishment. At 40 years, we witness confidence, integrity, skill and sportsmanship, and a respect and acceptance of our athletes by the community through athletic achievement.
Look how far we've come. Look at this community we built together as one. And reaction brings us closer to the future we choose. We have vision. We can imagine tomorrow today. Tomorrow today. Where will we be? The coming years. What change will we see? Tomorrow today. Our dreams can come true. Every single step is up to me and you. When we give, we will be strong. We can be tomorrow today.
From the 8-year-old runner to the 70-year-old pitcher, it's a journey that we have had the privilege to watch and share through the years. We were inspired by the Nickerson family, who adopted 3 children with Down syndrome, all of whom became Special Olympics athletes. We were moved by the efforts of Barry Kim Goldrosen, who, despite the challenges of cerebral palsy, competes in powerlifting. We were excited by the accomplishments of Nancy Filamonchek, who swam her way to a gold medal and onto a Wheaties box. And we were entertained by David Weed, whose outgoing and engaging personality has captivated us for years.
Tell me about your year in Special Olympics. How many years have you been here as a coach? 28 years. 28 years.
One more left. Go. One more. Keep on drinking.
We were thrilled when Coach Larry Hanko beat cancer and came back to coach his daughter Corinne and then compete himself in a unified cycling event. And we were motivated by Chris Byrne, who actually competed for New Jersey at the first International Games in 1968 and still competes today. His dramatic final leg of the half marathon at the 1991 International Games was one of our most memorable moments as he used his last ounce of strength to reach the finish line. Yes, these and many other stories of spirit and determination are what Special Olympics New Jersey is all about.
My coach taught me to swim and to compete in swimming races. I joined the track and field team, and later I joined the basketball team.
One of the most far-reaching missions of Special Olympics is to empower athletes to become independent and productive members of their community. To that end, many athletes have been trained as global messengers who have the opportunity to speak publicly about their Special Olympics experience.
Well, it's our first time talking in front of a school like this, but it's pretty amazing.
One of the most innovative empowerment opportunities is the Athletes Congress, where athletes actually meet in the government Senate chambers at the Trenton State House, elect officials, and debate and vote on Special Olympics policy that will impact their lives. Many of these athletes now live independently, play sports for their public schools, attend college, hold jobs, and some are even members of the Special Olympics Board of Directors.
My name is Jerry Coburn. I am a Special Olympian and a board member. I am on the Board of Directors of New Jersey.
Ultimately, the success story of Special Olympics is acceptance, recognition, achievement, and inclusion. These are goals that begin with accomplishment in sport, but will hopefully lead to accomplishment in all aspects of everyday life. One dynamic and innovative Special Olympics program that is symbolic of the mission of inclusion is the Unified Sports Program, where athletes from the mainstream community become teammates of Special Olympics athletes. They train and compete together and both share, learn, and benefit from this unique experience.
Yeah.
If that had been a little more left, it would have been on the green. So you'd have been on it too. Yeah. Just caught in the rough. Good shot.
Thanks. For example, Jason Fearing spent his days working at the State House in Trenton, but his free time was spent competing in tennis with Special Olympics teammate Dennis Higios.
It's as close as I'm ever going to get to the Olympics, so it's certainly very exciting for me as well as for the athletes. The emotions are really high, the competition level is high, but at the same time it's all about having fun. Now you have to shake.
Larry Hanko has been a Special Olympics coach for years, but became an athlete and eventually a gold medalist when he teamed up with Special Olympian John Beck in cycling.
Unified New Jersey!
Good ride. Kept a wonderful pace. Worked together as a team. Good ride.
I'll be your partner any day, Coach.
Oh.
Any day.
Good.
Anything.
Good ride.
And how about Roy Wilkins, a teacher, coach, and recognized sailing enthusiast who became teammates with Special Olympics athlete Jerry Coburn to compete in the Special Olympics World Games.
Representing the United States of America, the winner of the gold medal is Team New Jersey.
He was willing to put the time in. He did all his running, his push-ups, his sit-ups, so he wasn't fatigued because he's on the water for 3 hours at a clip. And he was a rock. He was a rock out there. He was so solid. It was great.
It's been a dream come true.
Inclusion, acceptance, and accomplishment, all in a day's work at Special Olympics. The road has definitely been paved for the next generation of Special Olympics New Jersey athletes. As the program has grown in both size and scope, so has our state-of-the-art headquarters and sports complex, which now offers training and support for all our Special Olympics families in ways never before possible. Most recently, our brand new gymnasium was dedicated as part of the Eunice Kennedy Shriver Sports and Training Center.
Friends, I am honored beyond words to introduce a person who we all owe so much to, the founder of Special Olympics Incorporated, Mrs. Eunice Kennedy Shriver.
You people make this possible locally. We wouldn't be doing this sitting in Washington. We wouldn't be doing this with having a couple of senators saying, what a nice idea, and then go on to something else. No, it doesn't work that way in Washington. You get them to listen, you get them to support, and then they do the job.
Our programs are expanding as well. For instance, our Healthy Athletes Initiative, where athletes can receive free medical screenings and advice while competing at summer games.
That's okay, and now you just want to bring your toes up for me. Toes up, that's it.
Our Get Into Our Game initiative brings our message of healthy living through sport to community schools. Special Olympics supplies training and equipment to teach key sports skills and often features athletes sharing their personal stories.
What's that marking from there?
Many of our Get Into Our Game participants get to experience Special Olympics for themselves by taking part in our sports exhibition held at the Summer Games. One of our most enthusiastic and innovative programs in years is our Young Athletes program, created by Special Olympics New Jersey and now conducted worldwide. Historically, athletes cannot compete until the age of 8, but the Young Athlete program is designed for younger children, ages 2 to 7 years, and combines family, fun, and sports skills instruction, providing a physical foundation for our future Special Olympics athletes.
Max loves sports, so he's looking for activities that he can play sports, that he can be competitive and he can challenge himself and see what he can do.
I will share with you right now that this looks like fun and you're in the present, but if you're over the track this morning, we had a couple 8-year-olds that actually left this program and now ran his first race this morning.
Hey, child, up and go. A big world is out there waiting for us to live in every day.
When the first graduates of the Young Athlete program competed in Special Olympics for the very first time, somehow it felt that this is what Eunice Kennedy Shriver had in mind all along. From its humble beginnings to millions of athletes worldwide, to young Sarah getting her first medal. After 40 years, Special Olympics New Jersey can look back on a proud past and look forward to a promising future.
This is her moment. This is her moment. Like the moments that the day I had her, I didn't know I'd experience.
'Cause you believe in me and trust in me. There's nothing I can't do. No star too high or river wide. No mountain I can't move. And from the moment that we met, I felt your heartbeat in my every step. My spirit's finally free, 'cause you believe in me. Yeah.
In addition to celebrating the opening of these Summer Games, we are also this year celebrating the 40th anniversary of Special Olympics New Jersey.
You believe in me. I've come to see the road I've left behind. Always searching for more, and what I was looking for was around me all the time. You were that candle in the night, a flame before me, shining bright. My heart is finally free, 'cause you believe in me.
This is the most joyous time in my life.
Come what may, it doesn't matter, as long as I know that you're by my side. I toss up my dreams and let the fall wind scatter. I trust the power of love.
And just surprise everybody with the level of our achievements.
And in Special Olympics, I've seen it time and time again.
Your example invites millions to come and join our world of Special Olympics. For you are the peacemakers.
I can't tell you how many parents I saw with tears in their eyes and tears on their cheeks because they were so proud of their daughter.
Come what may, it doesn't matter. As long as I know that you're by my side, I toss up my dreams and let the fall wind scatter. I trust the power of love. 'Cause you believe in me and trust in me. There's nothing I can do. Yeah, you believe in me.
As long as it has to do with the Special Olympics, New Jersey, miracles do happen.
It's not just about training. It's not just about competing. It's about inspiring greatness in athletes, in coaches, in people. Special Olympics New Jersey. Inspire greatness.